All right, let me grab my thing out of the microwave. Should I grab water? You think?
Dude, your camera looks so much better than mine. I'm self-conscious.
Yeah, dude, your camera sucks. Should I grab water? You think? You should stop.
So much better than mine.
You should just stop streaming right now and give me all your subscribers. Yeah, dude, your camera sucks. Should I grab water? You should stop. Just stop streaming right now and give me all your subscribers.
There we go.
Dude, you look like Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I know. I look a lot like him.
With the hat on and the headphones.
Yeah, I do all the same things that he does too.
You should say, "Hey, Jamie, pull that up."
Have you ever tried
No, say it.
HGTV?
Oh, dude. Does I look like that guy? When he does this. When he goes like...
Who's that?
Ethan Klein from H3 or...
Oh,
I thought
yeah.
you said HGTV.
Yeah, and you know, he's always
Okay.
like, have you tried DMT or whatever?
Yeah, man, I've tried DMT.
Which brings me to my first question, which is...
No, actually, though.
Did you buy the first Elgato cam link? Or did you buy an Elgato cam link? Is that what's happening?
No. Dude, you think I would get suckered into buying an Elgato cam link because I saw PewDiePie had it?
Is that why you look so good?
I don't look good, dude. I got some acne on my face right here. Everybody can see it, and that's why I have 59 subscribers. Nobody watches my stuff, Michael.
One
Come on,
subscriber
use your
for
head.
every pimple.
One subscriber for every pimple and episode of manic depression.
Well, if it
Are we
makes you,
live?
yeah, we're live right now
Okay.
on every platform known to man. So
Okay,
he looks
cool.
like Freddie Mercury. Says Bowie's "Hi from Turkey."
Hi from Turkey. All right. I'll take that. What have you been up to?
I moved into a new house and I got a dog.
No way.
Yeah.
I'm looking for an apartment right now. And I wish I had a dog. Because I don't have anything right now. It's just me.
LA is a hard place to have a dog.
Yeah, there's like all these freaking godless Marxists and Democrats don't want a good old American man like me with a mustache to have a dog. That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's what I always say, man. I always make sense.
That's why I
What have you
left.
Is it? How you like the new place?
That's pretty nice. I just kind of putting the finishing touches on my room, but
Okay.
it's been like I don't know, man. I'm exhausted. I just want to like sleep for a couple days and then restart my life. Like now that I'm in this
Dude,
new place,
you should do like a sleep stream special.
or I just sleep for a really long time.
Yeah, like a whole week straight. I'll do it with you. I'll do it with you. I'll put my
Okay,
stream on and
we'll
just
both
sleep
just
for 3 days straight.
take like 5 times the recommended dosage of Ambien and see what
Yeah,
happens.
exactly, dude. I'm down. I'm down.
I think Ethan's throwing a party downstairs.
Oh, Ethan's still with you?
Yeah, dude, he's a permanent resident.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
You guys are straight up living together.
yeah, roommates.
Dude, I can't wait till this year's over and then I can actually spend time with people I like. You know, I'm like sitting here just like trying to stream and make content. I've been blogging again. I've been blogging all day. Looking for new apartments. Registered for a class in July.
Nice.
Um,
Which class?
Oceanography.
Oceanography.
Yeah. So maybe that'll be good. I'm just like I'm
You
trying.
changed the course of your life to become an oceanographer.
Yeah, in like 3 months. Just like, you know what I need in my life? Oceanography. Need a whole ocean to study. But yeah, dude, nothing special has been going on. I'm honestly kind of sad. I've been pretty sad recently. I haven't been making the best content. I haven't
What
been
makes you say
putting a,
that?
just haven't been putting a whole lot of like I've been putting a lot of effort into it, but it's just not doing as well as I want it to do.
Is it not doing
Um,
as well, or do you feel like it's not as good?
what do you mean?
Like, is it just the only reason you think it's you're not making good content is because it's not doing as well, or is it like you're making it and you feel like it's not as good?
Combination of both.
Okay.
I think the streams are going okay, but if I don't hit 100 subscribers by the time school comes, like I'm probably just gonna give it up and get a job, move on with my life.
100 subscribers.
Yeah, if I had 100 subscribers who tuned into every video,
Hold on, I'm having a hard time focusing. Just give me like 5 seconds.
I'd do some.
Oh, it's good. I'm good to be here. Good to have you back.
Yeah, what's up? What's up with that?
Uh,
How you doing, man? Mind if I take a whole lot of these pills right here? Shove those in my mouth.
what are those?
Uh, they're like like a gimmicky candy that I found at like a comedy store. They're not even real pills. Ooh, man! Bread came out of my mouth.
Me and you, we convince people by making jokes about a lot of things that our drug usage is also a joke, but it's actually completely real. And
We both have a serious drug problem.
and we display all of it on the internet,
Yeah.
but we don't get banned from our platforms because it's like, oh, it was a joke, it was fake.
No. Yeah. I feel like if you just sound. Norm Macdonald does a special about this where he says if you just sound facetious in everything that you say,
Hmm.
like you'll eventually like people will just be like, oh, that sounds ridiculous. Like stop it, cut it out. Like, if
Yeah.
you're like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna leave you, wife, and I'm gonna hop town and go start a new family and just start completely over. Ha ha ha. She'll be like, dude, what are you saying? And then you actually do it. It's like, well, I told you I'm doing it. Man. So you should listen to
Dude,
me.
my friend used to do that to his mom. She'd be like, what are you doing, or what are you gonna do today, or something, and he'd be like, I'm just gonna smoke weed. And then she would laugh, but that's all he did.
Yeah.
She had no idea.
I'm just gonna smoke weed and play video games. Mom's like,
She was
oh
like,
my,
ha
shut up.
ha
Ha,
ha.
ha, ha. You said weed, come on. And then she comes back at like 5 p.m. and you're
He
playing
would
Grand
just
Theft Auto.
go upstairs and smoke.
Yeah.
She was like right downstairs.
Wow, you really like my cooking tonight, huh? That's fucking great. Man, I miss getting high, like smoking weed.
Really?
Yeah, I do honestly, because it just makes everything feel better. I've always put me in a better mood. I'm being honest.
No,
Like
I know. I
I think
just.
the problem is though is that I would mix it with these guys.
What is that?
That's amphetamines, and that's a big because I
Oh.
had a prescription of Adderall, and if you've ever done Adderall and marijuana at the same time, it feels like there's electricity in your blood, and it feels great. It's amazing.
That sounds
You
cool.
feel calm, but you also feel really focused, and you can literally feel it like it's a body high and a head high at the same time. But for people
Are you
ages 18 to
motivated?
what?
Are you motivated or are you chill when you do that?
When I get high, sometimes I get like weirdly motivated, but I get a little anxious if there's people in the room or if I'm by myself.
Okay.
Actually, if I'm by myself, it's fine. And if there's no deadline that I need to meet, and I'm just like doing a personal project or it's the end of the day and I want to chill out, definitely smoke then. Just like tell you what, like when I'm in my apartment next year and I'm alone and I'm not like there's nobody around and I'm done everything I have to do, like I'll probably smoke weed.
Damn.
But mixing it with amphetamines makes it really, really psychoactive, and it actually causes a lot of psychotic breaks in people 18 to 24 years old.
Huh.
So I was doing that kind of at the start of college, and I think it makes sense now. It's just kind of everything that's happened.
What, psychotic breaks?
Yeah, like a psychotic break. You kind of just like lose your mind for a bit.
When was
Start to
it?
think like helicopters are following you, and it's bad.
Really?
Yeah,
When
dude.
was that?
I had gotten into like a confrontation with a kid who was really really rich, and I thought like he was following me around in his private helicopter. I was like really sketched out about it
Really?
one time. Yeah, I was like I was tweaking out a lot, and it was also just like coming to a new place and kind of like being a new kid in Escuela. Just like freaked me out too. But now it's like if I get high, it's like because I used to get high because for the sake of getting high, like
Hmm.
smoking weed for the sake of smoking weed, and I think that's a very dangerous pathology for people to say, oh, like I need weed to get up in the morning. I think if you smoke and you smoke like, hey, it's 7 p.m. I'm done everything. Tomorrow's another day. I'm gonna get high and I'm gonna watch fucking Game of Thrones, or
Yeah.
I'm gonna get high. I'm gonna spend the night with my girlfriend, or like I'll smoke and I'll be at home in PA and I'll break the law and smoke weed in Pennsylvania, and with my buddies, and then just go home. And like I play with my sister, and it's a fucking fun time because I'm high and I'm not like this is kid bullshit. Like this is stupid. I'm like, dude, you know that fucking get that doll out of that blender. That looks crazy. I mean, a blender's a very dangerous kitchen utensil for a child to be playing with, but I was trying to be on my feet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're like playing with Play Doh and shit. You're just baked out of your mind, and it's a fun time. And there's a 6-year-old just going, like, asking you funny questions, or like,
Your
why is
uncle
the
needs
sky
his drill.
blue?
What's up?
Your uncle needs his drill.
It's on the table.
Downstairs?
Yeah, across the street.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mark.
What are you doing? Are you working on the house?
No, my uncle is doing some shelving, and so
Okay.
he needed a drill.
All right, sweet.
Dude, I'm so out of it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
you seem
should
out of
not
it.
have done it.
How the tables have turned.
I shouldn't have snorted that drywall powder.
This is my show now
It
because
is.
you are out of it. I fucking dude. Last time, 2 episodes ago, I was out of it, and you were not letting me catch a break. So now I'm not gonna let you catch a break. What's your deepest darkest secret? What's your deepest darkest fear?
Both of them are the same one, and it's my deepest, darkest fear is that someone finds out my secret. But my secret is that I'm afraid that someone will find out my secret.
That's the same for me. I don't know what secret I'm hiding, but there's one in there that I'm afraid people are gonna find out.
And
And I
my secret is that I have the fear of people finding out about the secret.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
but
It's
I'm
like
very afraid of that.
if these people knew.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do. Probably just continue my life normally, like nothing ever happened because nothing did. Stop looking. Oh! But yeah, man. Yeah, man. Weed's great. I don't smoke a lot of weed anymore. I haven't smoked weed in like almost a year.
Do you think you're gonna use a lot of substances when you're an adult? Adult?
Probably not. I mean, like I said, at the end of the like, if I have a job or I'm in charge of it, if I'm in charge of a company, I'll show up however the fuck I want to show up. Like if I, like if I'm running like a podcast and like a small production studio, and it's a Sunday and the B team is in the studio and they're just like making some shit that they want me to really put out there, and I'm not really feeling it, I'm gonna show up. I might be a little high coming in there, just sit down, watch what's going on, and then maybe, yeah, fucking put it on. I could watch this while I'm high. There's probably some stoner out there that would give this a watch, you know. But if it's like serious stuff, like if it's like we're talking about the homeless crisis in Los Angeles, like I'm not gonna be high for that one, you know. But if it's like I might even start doing it for like Far Cry 5 because just to chill me out, not get so anxious, just like
Is that the
play and
zombie
enjoy
one?
myself. What?
Is that the zombie one?
No, that's no. That was the Cry of Fear one, dude.
Okay.
I can't do fear games, bro. That's just very scary. It's very scary. I'm not very good at horror games.
What was that
Uh,
icon that I saw when you were joining this chat? It was
oh,
like
that was the thumbnail I used. I figured I would use it for this.
interesting.
I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm afraid people are gonna find out my secrets. But
What
yeah,
was it? What was that?
it's just like I literally looked up scary picture
Okay.
on Google. Whenever I make a thumbnail, like if I'm making a custom thumbnail, I'll either look up the game or I'll look up like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas memes or Minecraft memes, and like I'll post something that's like the one for Minecraft I did. It was like CJ from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas in Minecraft. It's like clearly that's not Minecraft, you know, like actually. But I posted in there because I am playing Minecraft, which is over. Minecraft Mondays are over.
What happened?
I died in hardcore mode. I would never pick it up again.
How long did you?
Yeah, the worst part
did
is that one of my people in my chat admitted to me that he cheated on his girlfriend and did cocaine, and I was like, I can't even air this. Like, I can't even keep it on the channel, so nobody knows how Minecraft Monday died.
Wait, why did he do that? And then why did you decide that it couldn't stay on your channel?
Just because, like, I'm a family friendly channel, motherfucker.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Thank you for
But,
informing me.
Yeah, so no, it's just like I don't want, because he's a 17-year-old kid who's gonna be going to the University of Toronto. And I
Okay.
don't want that shit. Like, he uses his real name, so I don't want him to like. I don't want the university like to or whatever to get him kicked out. You know what I mean? Because he like admitted to doing cocaine before he got to school. I'm looking out for him. I'm like, dude, you can't be putting this shit in the ether. But sometimes he'll hijack my chat and he'll just start going off like about his problems, and I'm there to listen. But like, I'm not equipped to deal with that shit. Like, I'm not like a psychologist. I'm barely an adult. Like, I'm not. I'm like, you should go talk to somebody.
I actually called you today because I wanted to talk to you about my problems.
What is your problem?
So sometimes I'm just like tired all the time, and
Yeah.
I think I have diabetes. And I think those two are correlated.
You think you have diabetes?
So someone told me I had diabetes probably, but
Actually?
they weren't a practicing doctor, but they are in the medical field. So
So they were like, "Oh, you feel kind of fatigued. Like you probably have diabetes." It wasn't the fact that you just completed a move.
I think it was
Like-
the fact that I drank a lot of water. They said if you're always thirsty, you have diabetes or something.
I have some family members with diabetes. I did a lot of studying on diabetes in college. I actually helped start an app about educating children on diabetes.
Well, do I have diabetes?
No,
Damn it.
as from a professional as a professional opinion, I'm sorry to tell you, but you do not have diabetes. And you can't be using that as an excuse anymore to not do the dishes.
I
goddamn
would vacuum, but Mm, I
Maybe
did
you
not.
haven't heard the news.
I haven't taken my insulin ever, so I'm
Yeah,
really tired.
I'm pretty tired. I can't diabetes it up. I mean, I can't. You know what I mean, dude? Don't I look like your dad? Aren't I a dad? Am I rocking a dad look now?
You look like a guy who would run a young professionals or father's fitness YouTube channel.
Really? You should see the back. There's a lot of growth in the back too. I might grow it out into like a long mullet and you start doing fitness. I got a gym membership today.
Where? Which gym?
I might just it's just the health center because I signed up for the summer class and they were like, "Oh yeah, you can use it again. You don't have to pay
Nice.
$55 to use it over the summer."
That's the whole summer fee, $55.
Well, it's just if you're enrolled, like they can't tell you you can't use it. You know.
Yeah. So how much did your class cost?
Oh, about $7,000.
Dude, that's a steal. It came with the gym membership.
Yeah,
That's
big deal.
awesome.
Big deal. It's great.
That's only like 2 years of rent here.
Really? How much is your fucking rent?
$300.
Dude, I'm looking at apartments right now. I'm looking at like apartments that like I will get murdered in. And they're like over $1,000. Like,
Yeah,
who the
you're in the
fuck,
wrong
like,
area.
it's like, oh, I could live 17 miles away and try to get there by bike. And this is a great apartment to kill myself in because I'm so alone. And then the other one is like, oh, I can't wait to get stabbed by my crackhead neighbor. This is great.
Can you
It's like-
do you have some images? Could you like show us some screen share from this thing and show us some pictures of your apartments?
Yeah, I mean, I literally submitted like fucking 50 something requests today.
Any ones that you particularly like or you think are funny?
I think are funny. Yeah, there's one I'll show you where it literally looks like the pictures are from a snuff film, and I'm like,
What is
this.
that? Is that porn?
No, it's a murder, like a murder,
Oh, okay.
a murder film. Apartments. USC for rent. Just go to apartments. There's one in Beverly Hills for like $1,000 a month at this new apartment complex, and I'm like, fuck it, like $1,000 a month. I may live in Beverly Hills and just do a 5-hour commute every day. Hold on. Type apartments.
Yeah, Bukursky, can you show opulent queen your feet?
No. That's gonna be a no for me, dog.
Well, at least I asked.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Yeah, dude, they're fucking expensive. Let me find the one I'm talking
Well,
about.
now hold on. Opulent queen said, "Please."
No. I don't get it. Like, I don't know what. Here's the. Hold on, wait. Let me try to find the one I was talking about, dude. It looks.
Dude,
not safe.
my dog is so dumb that every time I sit down in this office chair, he lays down right behind all the wheels, so I'm trapped and I can't move my thing at all because if I move back, I run into him. He's right down there. You can't even see him, but he's like right behind
what
the
kind
wheels.
Of dog did you get?
It's half silver lab, half blue Doberman.
Blue Doberman. Hell yeah.
He's brown and big.
Brown and big, just like I like my men. Where's this weird out, dude? This apartment is jank, bro. Let me find this thing. There's one called the Langham, which is like very nice, very very. There's the apartments that I'm looking at. Some of them are so shitty that they don't even show the rooms in the listing.
What do you mean?
Like they don't show them. They just don't show them.
It's
They're
just for
like,
you to find out once you get there.
Yeah, it's just like come take a visit.
It's good luck. Hope
Good
you
luck.
like it.
Don't get stabbed on the way over. Let me see where this thing is. Some of them are really nice, but like apparently Westlake South is a really bad area. I didn't know that, but there's some really good apartments, like cheap apartments there. I'm trying to find it, man. I think maybe this one. One like by Skid Row is like one of the offers too if you want to live there. Where did it go? This is the one that I'll show you the one that I want. How about this?
Okay.
This one is a 12-month lease. It's a 3-month lease right now, and I'm going to see if they can do it for 12 months. It's got its own little patio. It's right by the film school, and this is where I want to live. I hope it works out. How do I screen share? Oh, screen share. Okay. I will share the screen.
It's 12 months. How much does it cost?
$9.25 a month. And it's just like this little thing. It's got a little patio where you can post up.
This is just a single person space?
Yeah, it's just 350 square feet. One bed is a studio, one bathroom.
That's awesome.
Yeah, just one block from USC, 35th and Catalina. Not bad, but it says that this is a 3-month summer lease till mid-August.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, son of a bitch. Like, I want that during the school year.
Yeah, that's sick. That's really nice.
But I'm trying to find one, dude. I just honestly want a place that is, like, I don't know.
In College Station?
In College Station with all my friends, or by USC, and it's just me in there, and I have my own little personal space. I don't have to, like, live. I've lived with a roommate every year in college, and I fucking hate it. I mean, like, I loved it, but it's like it's time to just have my own place, and I kind of just, I don't really care what it looks like. I kind of just want a place to live that's close to where it needs to be, not too far away, where I can walk places if I want to, and just like have a cozy couch, a TV, a bedroom, a work area, fridge, like the works, fridge, whatever, super super cheap, and just try to sell as much merch as I can.
Have you considered Levy Library?
Yes.
It's free rent.
Really?
Free rent, Lion Center, unlimited storage, and free showers.
I think the showers are a little bit difficult. Like, how would you if you had to live at USC without an apartment? What would you do?
You know, people, that was a big problem, right? You know, people did that.
Really? How?
Dude,
Why?
that was a serious issue. They had to crack down on it. There were like a lot of like mostly Asian students just living in Levy. They would just sleep in Levy, and then they would shower at the Lion Center, and that's just what they did.
And they wouldn't, like, what did they do for those students then?
What do you mean?
Like, do they find those students housing, or are they like, you need to return to your home country? Like,
I don't know. I have no idea. I just know that they were like, they cracked down on people sleeping in Levy because there were people that just used Levy as housing.
and they never did anything for the students?
No, of course not. USC, dude, what would they do? Something nice?
Yeah.
Maybe they would do a gesture where they're like, we want to extend the olive branch to all the students who have suffered from our financial burden. And that would be like, and Nikias would say it in his like Greek voice. And then people would clap and go, so brave, so brave.
Hey, this is cool, man. I can't wait to get out of here.
Let's see what we got. Levy is really accommodating. Ethan lived in Levy when he was homeless for a little bit. At least I have some. He didn't come from, and people who weren't students stayed there. yeah. Ethan lived at Levy for a little bit.
Really?
Yeah. So he's insulting those who live there, but it's a joke.
Dude, you have 408 subscribers?
Yeah. My subscriber count is really depressing because it will go up and then it will go down like 3 or 4 in a day. And then I'll be like, what happened?
Dude, I've lost a bunch of Instagram followers because I just keep posting to my Instagram.
Ethan and I keep track of our Instagram follower loss, and it's constant. It never ends. We just lose them.
Dude, do you want to just start doing shit on TikTok?
No, I don't. I love TikTok. I had fun with it, but I don't think that it. You have to think about what can like come from the type of content that you make on an app like that.
I feel
And
like TikTok is good for me because I can just post pictures of me gaming,
but
things of me
do people
gaming.
watch that type of stuff on TikTok?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's like a huge social media right now, dude. I think if you put anything on TikTok right now, I think we just like if we don't start experimenting with TikTok now, the train's gonna sail away off into the sea.
Yeah, remember how small TikTok was when you and I first started
Yeah.
talking about it?
Hmm.
It was
That's what I
so
mean.
so easy to get into.
So easy. Now it's like
That's massive.
now it's massive. Everybody's out for blood, man.
We knew that it would be like this. We're prophetic.
Yeah, dude. I just honestly want a fucking. Oh, dude. Steven Crowder just posted a change my mind. Google edition, hate speech Q&A. I don't know. I want to watch that, dude. I've been following this Crowder situation pretty
Dude, it
closely,
seems
and
like you're pretty passionate about
yeah, dude,
it.
it's free. You should care, give a shit about it, dude. It's free speech on a platform that we use. Like, it's very important.
I watched like I think like a little bit of briefings from people. I think I watched like Philip DeFranco's briefing of it or something. Um, and it didn't sound particularly interesting to me.
Yeah, Phil DeFranco also. They're trying to take him down now.
I think that's an exaggeration. He just
No,
got caught up in the imagery of that article.
I don't know, dude. I think they're trying to take down his shit.
Who's they? New York Times?
New York Post and Times and Journal.
New York as an entity?
Yeah,
Everyone who lives in New York?
everybody who lives in New York.
Well, what are your thoughts on the Crowder thing? Do you think it's an important moment in internet history?
I think, yeah, I think it's a pretty. I think we're entering an era of YouTube where the golden age of YouTube is over, and that people are already starting to talk about like a new platform. And I'm interested to see what the new platform is, and I'm eager to take advantage of that and just like kind of move in on it. I think YouTube's more of an institution. I don't think it's going away, but I do think that people are tired of all the politics around YouTube, the demonetization. I think people just want a platform where or advertisers know that like whatever is going to be on there is what's going to be on there, and if you have a problem with that, like you have a problem with that, and that's it. That's really all I give. That's really all I really give a shit about. I also give a shit about the censorship issue a lot because I'm really concerned with the election. I know that like Democrats are going to try to use the whole hate speech argument as a way to silence a lot of conservative voices, and I think it's going to be bad for our democracy. And then also too, I see this thing. It's like this whole campaign on Twitch and YouTube by these women who essentially just like dress in bikinis and have like losers, or like incels donate money to them. Talk they go they say like stuff like there's a campaign called "Don't objectify her, subscribe to her, pay her." Why is that? Why is that a thing? If you're already objectifying yourself one, and then two, you're demanding that people don't see you for how you're dressing, and then you're also demanding that people subscribe to you and then also give you money. I just think it's like another. I think the internet's gonna in a pretty like controversial and divisive place right now, and I think it's like there's a lot of politics right now that are kind of just. I think people are tired of left leaning politics, and they're gonna try to like get them out or at least find new platforms before 2020 for sure. I'm interested to see where that goes because it gives a voice to people like me who are new to all of these platforms. But yeah, dude, these things are super important, Michael. Especially for us. You got to pay attention to these things.
Do you think Twitch is a good alternative?
No. Twitch isn't a good alternative.
Why?
It's worse. It's worse than YouTube. Twitch actually plays favorites, which is something. Then you could do a lot of research on that. Twitch is not a good platform. It's a good platform for new people if you stay by the community guidelines, but the community guidelines aren't enforced equally to everybody, which is just an issue. There needs to be like if Vimeo had better monetization, that'd probably be a good platform. But there just needs to be another video hosting site with decent monetization, and I think people will go to it. Or just another video hosting site in general. I mean, like YouTube has a pretty substantial monopoly on all of the video on the internet.
So I think you're saying is no more YouTube. Me and you should start our own media delivery network. Media. We need to start a video bank.
I've been thinking about it for thesis. We've been thinking about why not just do it? Why not make a monetization model that, protects free speech, but also doesn't cater to speech that's illegal, So I've been thinking about that pretty intensely. It's just I would have to write a whole new thesis prospectus. And I would also have to fucking do it, which is really hard to do. Like you're essentially making YouTube an enemy, which is like, or at least a competitor, which is not a very at this time. Well, it might be a winnable fight. I don't know. Maybe if I went on the campaign, hey, I'm making a YouTube that's going to bring a monetization model that's made to protect free speech. I think a lot of, at least people on the right would jump onto it, and then people on the left would come and bitch and complain and be like, you guys aren't sensitive enough. And then I would just say, fuck you. It's free speech. So anybody can put whatever they want on there as long as it's not murder, calls for violence, or overtly racist and hateful. It's like the thing with YouTube is that they deleted a bunch of history videos. They deleted a bunch of Nazi history videos, which, I saw a disgusting tweet on Twitter where it's like, oh, the Nazis erased history, so why shouldn't we erase their history? It's like, well, the reason we didn't erase their history was because it was so catastrophic, and we can learn a lot about how that type of disgusting thing happens, right, by looking at their history. And just like two deletions of history don't make a morally right thing for history. That doesn't work out. The reason that we demonize the Nazis so much is because they did things like erase history.
You can't learn from what you can not see.
Very profound. Yes. Yeah, exactly. You can't learn from what you can't see.
From what you can not see.
All right, Michael.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I get it. You got the Nazi joke in there. Yeah. Is another person connecting?
We both have new looks, Michael.
What is yours?
Sexy librarian.
Yeah, sexy
after
librarian.
Work. Yeah, it's kind of hot. I got the porn stash going.
Ethan, share your thoughts on
we can
what
make
Michael
a really
said.
good video together.
Yeah, a really good hot video.
Ethan, what do you think about what Michael said? Agree or disagree?
Well, I actually just spent like 5 minutes going through our text history to find this link because I texted you and said, "Could you send me the link?" and you didn't respond. So I don't know.
In the future, it's always okay. Well, yeah, I guess that it could be complicated, but it's appear.in just / Michael Gary live stream.
Okay. So what did Michael just say? What am I doing?
He was talking about free speech on YouTube, and he thinks it's very important, and he thinks that a competitor will rise up, and one that allows people to talk about whatever they want as long as it's not illegal. And he thinks that it will overtake YouTube because that's what people want, and
well, I've brought
important.
this up to you a lot, and you've had like the same reputation about it. Is you think that YouTube so far had that it's hard for any platform to catch up, right?
Yeah, I think YouTube's pretty far ahead.
I think I lean more towards Michael.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a new competitor for sure. And I think I'm going to be the man to fucking do it. I think someday, Michael, when you're laughing at me now, you're going to be posting to my platform. Oh, please monetize my video.
Bowie Z said, He would allow people to say the N word and be racist to millions of impressionable teenagers.
I think
Is that what you want, Michael?
people saying the N word does not perpetuate racism. I think, right? Like regular racism and like racist cults of
Wait,
thinking.
hold on. And Shelby,
If saying the N word caused racism, Kendrick Lamar would cause a racist person in every single rap song that he's made.
there was one more really funny comment, and I want to come back to this train of thought, but Shelby said Ethan closed his eyes a little bit.
Yeah, true. They're pretty wide open, man. Wow.
That's so funny. All right. So yeah, the N word doesn't perpetuate racism. What about if it's used by a white person? Do you think it perpetuates racism then?
No. Logic used it, and everybody loves Logic. He used it on his first.
But
like,
dude, someone made a petition to revoke Logic's N word pass.
dude.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah,
funny.
I saw that.
But Logic also has a black dad. He was just like, he happened to catch the genes that made his skin color white. But like,
Dude,
Well,
I
the
don't know.
stimulus of this free speech with Crowder was him like calling somebody like a fag, basically, right? In one of his videos.
Oh! Can't say that.
Right? That's what the whole thing was, and he was like,
He actually called him a lispy queer.
"Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay."
which
He didn't
is
use
not-
the F word.
I think he used the F word once.
He was like really ripping into them though.
Yeah. Yeah, he
So-
was. Well, when you watch it decontextualized, it just looks like this guy who was like an alpha male coming in there and just going,
It does look like
"Hey,
that.
look at this, let's be queer." That's
Yeah.
what happened. And then so YouTube was like, we're now a queer space because it's Pride Month and we want everybody's money, and that's how that happened. I don't think it's like. I think that when July 1st comes, YouTube's going to be talking about 4th of July. I don't really think they give a shit about Pride Month. But I also think that there's a lot of left-leaning people in YouTube now because it's like these like New York and Palo Alto are like, these kind of like hubs where all of these journalists and all of these people from YouTube exist, and they're super, super left-leaning. They're saying stuff like abolish the electoral college, which if we did that, people in middle America, their votes wouldn't matter. It's like, because they only need to win cities and big states.
well, let me jump back to I forgot to tell you these chats. Bowie Z, who was sparring with you a little bit, said, "Lol, oh god, the rap music argument. You're not as smart as you think you are, frickin' zooted." And then Josh says, "Depends on the way you say it." And how you say it, definition doesn't mean skin color.
Well, yeah, dude, if you say any word in hate, like, it's obviously overtly hateful. But if you just, like, when Filthy Frank or IDub says the N-word, it's not racist, I don't think.
And then Bowie Z said, not
Tyler Creator has a great piece on Ellen about this, by the way, where he talks about the deconstruction of the N-word. And I think it's, like, really, really important for people to hear that, because we assign value to things and we don't allow them any dissonance, so that any sort of contextualization that they're put into, they attach to their, like, immediate meaning, and it destroys the actual contextualization of the language being used.
I think that's accurate. I think that the thing is, like, if you really think about it, you're gonna get down to the fact that, like, literally words don't mean anything. You know what I mean? And you can think your way there, but in order to, like, I don't know.
But the thing that makes a word powerless is the fact that other people can use it. It's not the fact that, like, the reason that people aren't so, like, slimy about, or, like, don't scream as much when you say fuck, or, like Ethan said, faggot, or stuff like that, is because we kind of analyze them in
Like
conversation.
Ethan said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like the whole thing with that is like, I just think that it's like you can play this argument like, oh, like, because he said it's overtly racist, when it's like the context of how it's used is more important. I don't think that's a stupid argument to make, and to point out my argument as like, oh, the rap argument, like, that's not the rap argument, that's the deconstruction of language argument that we use to describe things. Like that's the reason that, like, when you say I'm feeling blue today, people don't assume that your skin color is blue. It's because of this idea of, like, this dissonance in language where you can disassociate words from their meaning to give them alternative newer and more developed and dynamic meaning. It's a stupid argument to say that the N-word's racist in every single context that is said, even if it's said by a white person. Like that's equally as racist, saying that a certain class of people can't say a word because of their race. That's stupid. But I think the history in the United States has rendered the N-word into this place of hate for sure. And I think that, a lot of the times it's either used as a colloquial term of endearment, or as other times it's used as something overtly hateful. But also we're starting to see with like as we move into the age of information, with like people who existed in like 2015, 2014, people like iDubbbz, people like Max Mofo, and people like Filthy Frank, who like really represent the golden age of YouTube, who use the word pretty liberally and even around African Americans in their videos with no actual problem. I think you kind of start to see that like these things kind of just have more colloquial meaning in a lot of different cases, especially people who've lived in these urban environments like LA, New York, and Sydney.
All right, well, let me just tell you what Bowie Z is saying. He has a question for you. It says, not wanting people to say, quote, let's be queer, end quote, and insulting minorities is left-leaning. So, Frick, would you allow that stuff on your platform or not?
No, I wouldn't allow. Like I said, I was very clear about this when I said this. I said what I said is that there's a difference between contextualized language in the lens of satire, or in the lens of rap music, or in the lens of art, right? And then there's also overt hatred by groups that perpetuate hate. I wouldn't allow terrorists on the site. I wouldn't allow people who are openly anti like homo like I wouldn't allow people who are homophobic, super homophobic, and would like make phrenology cases against African Americans on the site either. But I'm not going to go around and delete history and take down people, demonetize people's videos because they say something in the context of satire.
Well, that's interesting because the history videos that got taken down got put back up. So it sounds like the argument that you're making isn't that far from what YouTube's standards for content policy are right now.
No, I think they're very different, because in the first place, they wouldn't be taken down. Like, there wouldn't even be a question or debate about that. Like, it would just wouldn't be taken down.
But it wasn't like you have to consider that out of all the videos that didn't get taken down, that those ones got taken down. Like that, there are mistakes within the algorithm, and there are people who are checking the material and then removing things that have to move through groups of material quickly, and like there are mistakes that are made. So,
but I'm not gonna give like a platform to any sort of terrorist group or like racist cult. And I'm not gonna I'm not gonna take away people's livelihood because they made a mistake on stream, or because they make edgy content. I think like that's really the fringe of where media needs to go. And if people want to do really edgy shit, I think they should be allowed to do it. Like there's a difference between I think the hate speech argument is kind of shitty, because it's like, well, what about actual racists? You're gonna let people? It's like, well, no, obviously not. Like if the KKK starts a Bukursky Tube channel, like I'm not gonna let the KKK on there.
Bukursky Tube. Dude, that's the the reason that YouTube doesn't have that perfected is because that's like the hardest thing in the world to do.
It's really not.
Is to make an algorithm that can figure out all of that.
You don't do it through an algorithm. That's the thing. It's like it's not an algorithm that solves that.
There's not enough resources at Google right now to monitor every video that's posted on YouTube. So how would you have more resources than that?
Is that like a lot of the videos just don't need to be monitored. A huge majority of them like probably don't need to be monitored. Like a lot of the monitoring that you see is because of people who are saying the F word or something like that. Like that's where the volume comes. It's because they have such a stringent policy about monetization.
Yeah, but how do you know the difference between videos?
Because the difference is that somebody would complain, overtly outcry about the KKK being on Bukursky Tube. That's why. That's a very, you know what I mean? Like you would have, if ISIS and the KKK had channels on Bukursky Tube, there would be fucking outrage, and we'd be like, oh, okay, obviously this is the KKK, obviously this is ISIS. These guys don't deserve a platform. They shouldn't have one taken down. But like people like PewDiePie who want to call something, like who want to say the F word, like go for it. But I don't think that like because somebody uses the wrong word at the wrong time, you deserve to take their entire livelihood away. Like people use that as a like I don't think YouTube understands their responsibility to creators to give them creative freedom and license, and then also to defend them and be their means of income. This is a platform for creators. It's not a platform for advertisers and people who get pissed off easily. I don't give a shit about those people.
Like your theoretical one or YouTube?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like I don't give a shit. And YouTube used to be a platform for creators, absolutely. I don't give a shit about like advertise. That's what I'm saying. Advertisers need to understand that on a newer platform where it's like not as regulated, you're gonna have edgier content, and if you don't feel comfortable with your products being advertised next to those things, then it's not a platform for you. But if you don't care, like if you want to talk to creators on a one-to-one basis, you can do that. And I really think that's the issue that YouTube's facing is because they have one continuous ad roll that just plays based on what an algorithm tells you the person is interested in. But if they just did it on a creator to advertiser basis, a lot of the copyright issues, a lot of these advertiser issues would be gone. The problem is that they're using algorithms to try to solve everything and it's not working. So why not just make it person to person and have it grow organically? That's what I think is the best way to do it.
Like person to person ad agencies to creators?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So then you don't have to answer like YouTube doesn't have to answer to every ad agency and post some blanket solution. The creator just has to answer to their own individual ad agency. It's a way smarter solution and a way safer solution and one that protects and doesn't undermine free speech.
Ethan, any thoughts?
I think the only way you could drive creators to a new platform, even if it is a creator-based platform, is to have that platform be something that can give creators a living. And by saying like this isn't for the advertisers, this is for the creators, it's going to be really hard to get money in that platform as opposed to a platform such as YouTube. So until there's a YouTube exodus and there's like a void, I can't see like people going away from the more profitable platform. As
YouTube's already like making their own exodus in America though. Like the trending page is all nightly shows. Like nobody in America uses YouTube. A lot of the stuff like from the big channels is seen out of the country. They really only promote a small select group of YouTubers to children and like beauty YouTubers and stuff like that. I think that's already started to begin. And I also think too that like yeah, like it's gonna be hard to go toe to toe with the second biggest search engine in the world right off the bat. But I think as time moves on, like, Discord came along, like Michael said this, Discord came along because it was a better Skype. And I just think like that's just how the thing works. Like Facebook was there because it's a better MySpace. Like there hasn't been a platform to go toe to toe with YouTube yet. And I just think like the argument of like, oh, like it's not monetizable is like a facile argument because it undervalues the intensely long and innovative process it does to host one of these giant websites. So I think like and that's why I say what would make it easier is that if you had advertisers go straight to creators. So what you need to do is you only have to have a few big key creators to come onto the platform and try it out and drag some of their audience in there, and then advertisers can get linked up with creators through there, and then then the platform's making content that the creators actually want to make versus some shit. Well, and also too, like there's so much in the ether of monetization in the internet and content creation that I'm sure that there's some way that can be worked out in a way that's effective, much more effective than what's going on in YouTube right now.
I have to get ready for work and then skate there. But I want to leave you guys with an interesting thing that I took note of. The other day, Michael's stream was down because Google, we talked about this a little bit then, but I'd be really interested to watch us back later and hear your response, Bukursky. Google had an issue on their platform, and it took down like YouTube, Venmo, Facebook, a bunch of platforms took a huge hit. YouTube, you couldn't do any streaming on for like 8 hours because everything was Google backed.
Yeah.
And do you think that as time goes on, there will be more proprietary like back end stuff, and people will move away from using like one huge platform like Google, especially if this like YouTube exodus actually does happen and apps come in that do Google's subsidiaries better than Google does, then
The
are people going to stop using Google?
what you're talking about is Adpocalypse 2.0, and it's already happening. I think that hashtag and that name's already out there. And I think that that's kind of happening. I think people are calling it a little bit prematurely. I don't think there's ever going to be an mass exodus from YouTube because it's like trying to exodus from planet Earth. It's an enormous platform, but the people who like really care about the creators and want to see independent creators, if they leave the platform and they're not supporting those creators and it just becomes, like late night shows and stuff like that, then it's fine. I think like people, I don't think there's going to be a lot more aggregate sites. I think there's going to be a lot of innovative platforms that come out as we get more into this like streaming, like demanded content. And I think, the creators are like creators on YouTube right now, like the staple creators are going to kind of go with it or they're going to fall behind. And I think that there's going to be people who like, there's going to be aggregate sites and there's already a lot of sites to stream on, but I think politics are going to be the biggest dividing factor. And I think it's only a matter of time before somebody apolitical like me comes along and makes a platform where it really doesn't matter where you like where you come from or what you say.
Would you consider yourself apolitical?
Probably, yeah. At this point, yeah. I mean, as somebody who is a Latino person but is also white, who lived in the main line of Philadelphia but then lived in the inner city, who was a registered Democrat for the first election and then now talks very critically about the Democrats, I would say that I'm probably more moderate than a lot of people think, but we held on to these buzzwords of like, oh, the rapper argument or like this sort of argument or that thing and like these words, and they put labels on people and toss them to the spectrum. I think I'm somebody who is a capitalist for sure. I think business and innovation are important. I don't think you should trump them. I think that I'm definitely probably more conservative in values, but I think that in the terms of radical ideas that I'm willing to implement, I'm probably the most liberal motherfucker on earth.
Bowie Z says, "You're not a political dude. You weren't aware of the political decisions you were emphasizing, even if you don't verbalize them publicly." There you go.
What is this Bowie's these guys deal? You aren't aware of the political decisions you're emphasizing. What are you talking about? Free speech, the First Amendment? Like, that's what I'm doing right now. Like, I'm not trying to give a platform for racist people, but I'm also trying to not give a platform to people like you who tell other people what they believe. Like, and if you were confident enough in what you believed to say it publicly, you would do what I do, which is put my real name out there and say it. Because I actually believe in what I'm saying. I believe that the First Amendment is important. I believe that privatized censorship is stupid and dangerous because it's going to undermine our political system. And if you can't see that, I don't know what to tell you. And if that means that people get offended by words that happen online, like you can shut off your computer or you can not visit that website or see that creator. There's more in the realm of your control to filter your own content than some aggregator of content. I think like I don't even know what your argument is. I don't even know what implications you're saying are happening based on my politics. I don't think you understand the implications of privatized censorship and how far that they can go to censor people. And they don't need like a policy behind them. They can just use monetization as a powerhouse to do that.
He says, I don't know if I should keep it.
I don't think you should keep this going either. I think you should just like
Jude Q, hostility much. Do you feel hostile right now?
I don't feel hostile. I feel just agitated by stupidity. That's how I feel. And I also think I feel a little agitated by stupidity. I don't feel offended. I'm not offended by that guy at all. I feel bad for that guy because I feel like he doesn't have as good of an understanding of the world. And so he's from Arizona. He's from Australia, which is like an incredibly left-leaning country, right? It's like I don't think he's really in touch with the politics of middle America, and I don't think YouTube is either. And unfortunately, YouTube's an American company, so I think the decisions that happen in the United States are going to affect the content that he sees more than he really cares to see. And I also think that he just, I mean, like if you look at other countries right now, they're kind of a mess in terms of censorship and this whole thing of like, oh, take offense and stuff like that. We live in the most peaceful time in human history. There's like it's not really like if you're taking offense to everything and like you're going, oh, like are you even listening to other things that you're implicating? What I'm implicating is the protection of free speech on a global platform, and that's important. Now you don't think that's important, like you haven't been looking at history, like all of the authoritarian governments, like Pol Pot, Mao, Adolf Hitler, Joseph Stalin, like all of these people. One of the first things that they did was eliminate free speech. Right? It's like, oh well, we don't know if free speech is the best solution. Well, I can tell you what isn't censored speech. So the first things to go away. It's like some of us have several degrees. Dude, I don't think anybody named Bowie Z has several degrees. One. All right. No, I don't think that. I don't think that. I don't think that.
Hold on, let me go
yeah,
pee
but,
real quick. I'm gonna come back.
Yeah, I don't think, dude. I don't think that Australia is an authoritarian dictatorship. I just don't think that it hosts the same like American values that like are why America's accelerated so much because of the Judeo-Christian values that it was set upon. That's a very like natural belief for a lot of people. I think the West has kind of like tried to start to play this political game, this like SJW political correctness game, which originally originated in America, and we've started it and we've caught on to it, and we've started to understand, hey, this is dangerous and can take away people's careers and means of getting an income. It can destroy their life and reputation. It's not a very smart idea to handle things this way of just shouting at each other on the internet. And we've completely lost the ability to have a conversation to the point where I'm arguing with somebody in the chat on somebody else's stream. Well, all right, I gotta read all this.
I'm back. And I wanted to say that I think that you're a Nazi, and I'm never hosting you on my platform.
Yeah, I'm a Nazi. I don't know what I'm talking about, and I haven't been studying it for years. So, fuck it. Anyway, dude, let's move along. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I think this person's just a really agitated person. He got triggered by something I said in terms of free speech and talking about the N-word, and he won't shut up about it. So let's.
Dude, you know what would help?
I've already said my opinion on all this stuff in future in other streams that you and I have had, and I'm not going to back down on free speech because I think it's the First Amendment for a reason. It's a very important thing. The second you get rid of it, we're all in deep trouble.
I think maybe if you could like sort of calm the waters and like definitely drive your point home if you just like said the N-word, maybe just to prove that.
No, dude.
Take away its power, dude.
They wouldn't let me hear the end of it, dude. They wouldn't let me hear the end of it. Yeah. If I'd start the next YouTube, I'd do it on there for sure. But if I got 1 million upvotes,
you should call it N-word tube.
N-word tube. No, dude, I just think it's dumb. Like I don't like I also don't say FAGGOT like Ethan. You know, like these are just words that I don't use in
like Ethan
because of decency.
I promise Ethan doesn't say that very often, but that's so funny. That sounds like he does.
I can't believe he said something like that. Yeah.
The fact that that's a part of his daily vocabulary.
Yeah, exactly.
So insulting.
This guy acts like I'm sitting over here saying the N-word every 5 seconds and saying that we needed to plow over the Amazon and make it a driveway. Like I'm saying, dude, protect free speech because I think it's a very trippy, very slippery tightrope. If you get rid of it, it doesn't allow him to say, like, if conservatives abolish free speech, he wouldn't be able to say that dumb shit that he's saying right now. But if liberals do it too, like, I don't know.
Damn,
Yes.
I haven't been checking my Twitch chat at all, but let's see. Other countries.
What does Twitch chat say?
No nonsense. Jeez.
Yeah, this guy just got super triggered.
Dude, Twitch, like, sometimes...
This SJW, computer robots, this SJW, I'm going to fix this goddamn country. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to end this SJW
Dude,
shit.
I literally don't, like, Twitch chatters, and this is no diss to them, but, like, they speak a different language. Like,
dude, they totally speak a different language.
I don't.
Like,
this is a language that's like
everything
younger than
is in acronyms. Like, it's all like all this crazy. Like, I don't even fucking understand half the shit that goes on.
Gel09. Yeah. Sorry, I'm reading it right now, but yeah, they said that I'm not reacting to Twitch, which is true. I wasn't reacting to Twitch yet.
Dude, you should get the Restream app and put them all in one stream.
All right, I will. But the Twitch ones are so different from the YouTube ones that it's like
dude, they're crazy.
All right, I'll do that though. I'll pull that up right now.
Dude, but no, I think, like, seriously though, to answer Computer Robots' question, I think it's gonna die down soon, very soon. Like, I think it's gonna die down in the next election. Like, it was already starting to die in the next election.
Wait, who do you think is gonna win the next election?
I mean, we're having the best economy. Like, under Trump, we've had the best economy that we've had since World War II. And the Democrats haven't really been able to pull out a candidate yet. It's still very early on. I think they're going to run with Buttigieg. I think Beto's out. I don't think there's a lot of like Biden really wants to run. I think what would happen is they'll probably do the same thing that they did to Bernie with Buttigieg. Is they'll put Buttigieg up first, and they'll get a lot of attention in early on, and then they're going to probably go with somebody like Biden, who's more ingrained with the Clinton Foundation and like the Obama administration and stuff like that for like the older 2010 Democrats. But I mean, like, America right now is experiencing Gen Z, which grew up in a time where the internet was made for monetization and where it was really heinous. So I think free speech is going to be important. I think internet monetization is going to be important. I think the reason that the Democrats are doing this kind of stuff now is because they're trying to censor conservatives a year out before the election for anything that they say that's kind of a counter offering like argument to be construed as hate speech. And I think that it's going to have massive consequences for the election. I think if the Democrats win this year, it's because they censored a lot of people. I don't think that there's a lot of support for Democrats right now.
You know what is an interesting comment that Jude Q just said is, the world thinks your president sucks, which is true. Like, yeah, everyone thinks that Trump sucks, but I think that
America is doing great under Trump, and he did exactly what he said he was going to do besides the wall, which I think the wall is a stupid idea and just in practicality. I think I just think like it's dude, demonetization is censorship. I don't know what to tell you. It's a new and advanced form of censorship. It's demonetization is a new and like more advanced form of censorship where they try to attack people's reputation and livelihood. It's a new, like, information age, internet monetized form of censorship.
Well, anyways, on the everyone thinks the
world thinks the president sucks. I mean, like, I don't know what to tell you. The president, like, the American economy has the lowest unemployment since World War II. African American unemployment is at a record low. We've created millions of new jobs. Like, sorry, but our president is not the president of the world. He's the president of the United States. He's looking after the United States.
Jude Q said there are warnings not to visit the USA because of hate crimes.
That's complete horseshit. That's complete another horseshit.
And Bowie Z says everyone gets demonetized, bro. Even liberals.
I mean, I have yet to see Carlos Maza get demonetized. I have yet to see, Stephen Colbert get demonetized for the racy things that he says on his show. Like, I don't think you really understand the gravity of the situation, and I don't think you've been following it as close as I have, and that's no respect to you. I've probably spent more time on this issue than a lot of other people, so that's totally understandable. But I think you're being a little intellectually disingenuous when you say, since everybody gets demonetized, that makes it okay. And also, too, let's look at hate crime statistics because we want to play this game.
the meantime, Bowie Z asks, which racy things from Colbert?
The one, I don't know, maybe the part where Carlos Maza said that you should throw milkshakes into the faces of prominent conservatives, or the ones where, CNN and MSNBC, Stephen Colbert, every single late night show ran with the Mueller report for 2 years, defaming the sitting president's character, defaming Republicans' character and reputation, all that stuff. And then the report turned up nothing. It's been the biggest media hoax in history, and everybody knows it. And I don't know what to tell you. I think the world pays attention to American politics a lot, but they don't live here. And they don't understand what's going on with the people. And the people have seen this giant, super big media hoax, and they're not doing it anymore. And eventually Australia and Europe is going to catch up, and they're going to start to go, holy shit, what the fuck happened to our country? And they're going to change things. This isn't a debate. One, this is a conversation between me and Michael, and I shouldn't even be addressing these questions right now. Two, I don't think you understand American culture and politics, and I think you guys are talking out of your ass, and you guys are talking the same points about you're gonna let people say the N-word, everybody hates Donald Trump. It's such a hackneyed joke at this point. He was way better, statistically speaking, has been way better of a president for the American economy than Barack Obama. Hate crimes, let's look at hate crimes. 2017 hate crimes. It's this idea that all of these social movements haven't made some giant wealth of collateral damage.
Billie Jean said, "Oh, like they did with the fake Obama birth certificates and fake Obama is a Muslim hoaxes."
Yeah, but nobody believed that. That's the difference. Nobody believed that. We followed the Mueller report.
I believe both of those things.
Nobody fucking believed Obama.
I still think Obama is a
American
Muslim.
citizen.
I'm pretty sure he's Muslim.
I mean, that I can't say. I don't know. But I don't think he's a Muslim, one, and I also never thought that he wasn't an American citizen. At the time of Obama's presidency, I was a blue bleeding Democrat. And then I went to an American university and I realized, hold the fucking phone. This is ridiculous. Hate crime, victimization. U.S. presidents, an average... $2,000. Okay, so a lot of hate crimes are just because of language. 99% of them are because of the language used during a crime. So if Michael was mad at me and he wanted to call me a dirty spick and punch me, that would be considered a hate crime.
Which I've only done a couple of times, by the way.
He's only done a few times.
And I always took it back afterwards. I said, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So let me see. So yeah, you're right in terms of language and its relationship to hate crimes, but I don't think that language perpetuates hate crimes because the language, if the racist language is used, it's a hate crime. I watched a video of a guy throw rocks at a cop in the name of ISIS, and he got shot by the cop. And then they said he's in trouble for aggravated assault on an officer and terrorism because he threw rocks at a cop in the name of ISIS. Do I think that guy's a lethal terrorist? No. But he got a terrorist charge. Hate crimes have spiked 70% last year, FBI says. Oh boy. Right? Okay, so here's something from MSNBC. Now, let me specify this. MSNBC, or no, this is NBC News. So NBC News is a strong supporter of Vox Media. They can be characterized as a left-wing source. But I do think that with articles like this, there is a certain objectivity to them. But I'm eager to see the reasons why they claim that hate crimes have gone up. I wonder if they're going to blame it on the presidency, or if they're going to blame it on alt-right groups being oppressed and feeling like they need to be, like, not oppressed, but repressed, and so that they resort to violent behavior to spread their message, which I think would be the case, right? It's like, I feel like hate groups would become more violent if their message is being pursued, which it should be, but I don't know a careful way to, like, articulate, like, navigate and articulate that, so I'm just going to stay away from it. Because I think it's a very slippery slope, but I'm eager to see what they say. Okay, hold on. Let me get all this ad block stuff. Okay, annual report that there were 7,000.
Dude, there's so much like just conflict. There's more conflict brewing over this conversation than anything that's happened on this channel so far.
Really?
Yeah, and there's two. Yeah.
Okay.
Shelby asked, "How long is this thing?" Well, okay, so last thing that I want to ask you from Bowie Z is he's talking about the working conditions in America are still really bad, regardless of the fact that the economy is doing better. People are working more hours for less money, and working conditions are bad.
Okay. Hold on, let me see this 2017 hate crime statistic right now. Unite the Right in Charlottesville rally. So this actually was a statistic taken around Charlottesville. I had a friend who was a victim of the Charlottesville attack. So I think that was hearing his story about it, and like kind of doing research in 2017. I think that was just a really, really hot year for hate crimes because we saw the budding of this, but I don't know, I'm looking for 2019 or like 2018 at least, and nothing's coming up. So I'm gonna look one more time.
Dude, this is...
I don't think that shows about a 23% in religion-based hate crimes. And last year, a 37% spike in anti-Jewish hate crimes. The spikes in hate crimes are about religion. They're about people attacking Judeo-Christian faith. So that's just something. Okay. There was a nearly 23% rise in religious-based hate crimes and 37% spike in anti-Jewish hate crimes. I'm particularly troubled by the increase in anti-Semitic hate crimes, which were already the most common religious hate crime in the United States. That is well documented in this report.
I have
the
something.
FBI released the largest data compiled via its Uniform Crime Report UCR program about bias-motivated incidents throughout the nation. The 2017 data submitted by 16,149 law enforcement agencies from up to 15,254 agencies in 2006 provide information about it. Okay,
Mike, I'm so sorry to interrupt, but I have this important thing that I know we were talking politics and everything, but I think this is more important.
Yeah, dude, I don't want to have this argument anymore.
So I need you to watch this.
Dude, can you just get people out of here? Like, people who are just perpetuating it?
No, hold on a second. I think that... Yeah. Oh, but that is an ironic statement that you made there, because...
Yeah, I know.
N-word tube is going to have no liberals allowed.
I'm an Aussie, dude. We don't get triggered. Dude, you started this whole conversation, dude. You're literally single-handedly started this because you disagreed with my opinion.
Monkey banana dance. Monkey banana dance. Monkey banana dance.
Shut up, dude. God damn.
Get the monkey banana. Monkey banana. Put your monkeys in the air and do the banana.
Dude, stop saying so. It's not an argument.
Everybody do the... Here we go. Whoa, bananas.
Yeah, dude, go to my channel and post whatever you want. I won't do that here.
Daddy monkey bananas, daddy monkey bananas, daddy monkey bananas, bananas.
Nobody won. You didn't win. Dude, you didn't win. You didn't win, dude. You started a giant argument.
scram the monkey banana, scram the monkey banana, bananas. No more monkey bananas, no more bananas, no more bananas, bananas.
Yum 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 bananas, yum 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 bananas, yum 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 bananas.
Put your hands together, Michael. Come on. Michael, put it together.
Dude, hold
Let me
on.
see you clap, Michael.
I'm really, the song's very annoying. All right.
Yes.
Thanks
Sounds like-
Oh, that felt so good. That was awesome. Yes.
Jesus Christ. All right, that was really stressful. I'm never doing one of these again. I'll see you later, man. I want to hop off.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What do you
By
mean?
the way, also, there's a lot of statistics that say the standard of living in the United States has gone up. This guy's just talking about bullshit politics that he's read on some fucking
Dude,
like, blogs
Bukursky,
and
you're
fucking
letting
posts.
someone in a chat get to you, dude. Just
No, because
don't
it's
worry about
really
it anymore,
frustrating
dude.
that it's. I just think it's super frustrating that like there has to be somebody who's right or wrong. I'm not gonna kiss up and make up with you. I despise you. I don't like you. I'm not gonna do that. I don't like you at all. I think that your tactics and how you like went about this with like essentially just saying so and stuff like that. I think it was stupid. I don't think you really offered any points, and you haven't changed like my beliefs. And I'm hard pressed to say that you changed anybody else's beliefs. I think like you just don't understand what you're talking about, and I think you sound really, really dumb. I'm not afraid to say that. I think you're a very dumb person, and I think you're being. Yeah, I'm ready to change the subject.
Also, Haas left in the banana song.
Dude.
I love how the argument continued during the banana song.
Dude, because he's
Despite my
saying
best
stuff
efforts.
that's like blatantly untrue, and he's
Well, no,
like
no,
telling-
I have a really
Well,
important.
dude, it's
No, no,
like,
wait, I
you
was-
come in here and you call me a racist, and like you say that
I
I'm
don't think
like
he said that.
perpetuating something.
Um,
he said
He didn't say you were racist. He said he was asking if you would allow racist things on a platform.
yeah, but then he said that like I'll show you what he said.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
But I have an important question to ask. Do you like Baby Monkey Banana Dance better than Baby Shark?
I don't. I'm so like viscerally angry right now that I this guy just started putting stuff in my mouth. He's like, okay, so Australia's an authoritarian dictatorship. Like, dude, shut up. Shut up, man. I mean, don't shut up. I'm here, happy to hear your opinion, but you just like, it's so annoying how some of these people argue, and I can't like, nobody has any statistics on hand. You know, like no, it's not an actual debate. Nobody has any statistics on hand. We're trying to argue values and morals, and it's just like I don't want to do it anymore. And then it's like, oh, this person won, like poggers in chat.
This
Yada,
is
yada, yada.
actually a really good time for me to announce that from now on, I'm only going to be doing political live streams.
Dude,
I've changed from.
this is why I don't ever look at chat for when I'm doing like I don't the last stream we had I really didn't like, or the last podcast we had I didn't look at chat. Like I don't think you should. I don't think
Oh shit! When you get a chance, invite me on, Michael. To you.
to me, yeah, sure, I'll invite you on, but you better come with something substantive to say.
That would be. I would watch that.
There you go. How about that? You want to have me tell me I'm going to silence people? You can come on.
Actually,
and
you
if
can
don't
come right
with
now.
Anything substantive, I'm going to hand you your ass.
If
Walk out with your ass.
Naomi, just in time. Nobody will watch that. Who is this guy with the dirty upper lip? What's up, Toby?
Yeah. What's up, Toby?
T Money.
Yeah.
What platform is it?
Jude Q, what are you saying? What facts are you talking about? I just gave you a bunch of facts.
He hates facts. Stop. Naomi. Well,
Yeah, dude.
Dude, Bukursky, the problem is not that that these two people are teaming up with you with like illegal methods. It's like in any debate scenario like this, both sides are gonna feel like the other person is using ridiculous methods.
But dude, the thing is he hasn't shown me anything yet that makes me want to hear him. Like he hasn't offered. He's offering very cliched arguments. And then he went on to talk about labor and labor conditions. I was actually interested in that enough to look it up. And I was actually interested enough in hate crime statistics to look that up. And I did. And the FBI data shows that hate crimes are predominantly religious based and against Jewish people. And then the quality of life in America has never been higher. So I don't think there's anything substantive there. Like, I don't think what he's saying is correct, and I think that people are feeding him misinformation, and I wish he would wake up to that. That's what gets me so frustrated.
Howdy to you too, Toby.
Yeah.
Pat, press 1 if you like sports.
Yeah, just can we talk about sports, dude?
No. No, we
Time for
can't.
sports, dude.
Sorry, sports section got canceled.
Sports news. Yeah, dude, Michael, I think this is where we part ways, dude.
What did you think about what they were saying in the Monkey Banana Dance song? Did you think that it was substantial, or
Dude, I can't even like meme right now.
like
My brain is so dead.
was it Illuminati involvement? Yes or no?
Um,
Because if you play the Monkey Banana Dance song backwards, you get an entirely different message. And it's not.
Really?
It completely. You can't understand what's being said at all, and it sounds very out of tune. And it sounds bad, and it sounds like it's being played backwards.
somebody just called me a yank in chat.
Okay, you Yankee.
Yeah.
Howdy, friends. This bar is so loud with karaoke, I can't hear a word they're saying. Maybe Josh was talking to Toby.
Yeah.
Rowboats. Yes, Illuminati is involved so that no one cares about baby sharks. To the podcast, no you. Well, dude, here's a little bit of a topic switch.
I don't think I can come back from that, dude. I think I'm just gonna go.
Dude, why?
Cause, dude, I make it a point to not look at chat, and then you were like, hold on, somebody said something, and I was like, God damn it! Like, here it goes. And when it happens, I can't shut it off. Cause I did this for fucking years, dude.
With who?
I debated politics for fucking years. I did it for 5 years of my life. 5 years I did it. And I did it literally out of compulsion. And so I just you know what I mean? Like, I spent nights till 2 in the morning, 3 a.m. reading studies, looking at things, articulating these thoughts and opinions. And I did it in the name of the goddamn left. And then I come here and I have a shift change. I start actually studying media at a school and getting into the world of media. And then I'm censored. Like, they tried to censor the thing that I did with you in ARW. You know, I'm censored all the time in class. I always have to run my projects by professors, and they tell me what I can and can't do.
Wait, who tried to censor the ARW thing?
Some sort of safe space thing, and I'm sick of it, and I don't want to see it anymore.
The kids,
I'm very passionate about this. I mean, this is an issue that's ingrained into my being.
The sorority girls tried to censor the ARW thing?
No, dude, my administration.
Who?
People in the head of my program, my administration.
He saw it, or she saw it, or?
Yeah, absolutely. So people see these things that I post all the time, and they
what do they say?
A lot of the people, if I have a controversial opinion, I'm told sometimes to just not share my opinion in class, and a lot of the time in class I don't, and then other times I've been told to actually leave.
But what happens with the ARW thing? Because I didn't know about this.
Yeah, so I submitted the ARW project in class, and I almost failed the class because of it.
You submit which one?
The one that I had edited.
The vlog?
I had submitted every single project up until then. I came to every single class, and then I went to submit a more edgy, controversial project that actually required more thought to understand, and the administration almost failed me out of the class for it.
What would they say?
They said that it's offensive, that they don't understand it, and that it's offensive.
The ARW vlog?
Yeah. No, not the ARW vlog, the ARW video, the interview that we did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I just it's a thing that I'm very passionate about. And I don't like
Maybe
it.
they just didn't get the jokes.
That's exactly it. They don't get the jokes.
My dad watched that, and he said it was the stupidest thing he's ever seen, and he thought I was wasting my time.
Yeah.
He's like, "This is what you spend your time doing." I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah,
That's what I mean.
that's
It's
it,
like I just
baby."
think all these
Woo!
old people just need to die. And then
Yes,
like
everyone
Gen Z
over
can
the
take
age.
over and we can get the internet back
Wait,
again.
how old
from
are
all
you?
these fucking losers.
Anyone who's over the age of 23.
No, it didn't violate the university's policy, goddammit. Bowie Z, had enough of you today.
This is the internet we love controversy. Tell us who threw shade on your vlog. Yeah, give me some administrators' names.
Oh, nobody threw shade on my vlog. But people threw shade on the project that I submitted for sure. And
Dude, you
also,
submitted
too,
that
like,
as a project. Why'd you do that?
because it was good, dude.
It was
a
good.
project, and I believe it. Like I wouldn't have made it if I didn't believe in it.
Was it like what was the assignment though? Like what was the yeah, what was the assignment?
The assignment was like do a live event. That was the assignment. Do a live event. Like
Okay.
do an event with real people, film a live event.
Okay.
And then I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to film an interview. And she was like, okay. And then we did the interview. And I literally ran up to Steven's room and told you and Steven the idea. And then 2 weeks later, we did it. And then,
Baby.
I mean, but dude, there was a kid who like literally used actual marijuana in the video that he submitted and like was smoking it with his friends and actually drinking, which is a huge no-no with the university. And that guy didn't get any flack for that. I got flack for throwing a prostitute in a trash can,
Which is ridiculous. You should be
which is
allowed
ridiculous.
to do
I should be allowed to do edgy humor. Just hate it, man. But yeah, man, I get really worked up about these things because I've actually lived it and I've actually experienced it. And I know people who've lived it and experienced it too. And I think it's just like a lot of people can't wrap their head around it. So you say you want to stand up for something and then just people like use it to like attack your character and put words in your mouth. And I just hate that shit. It really pisses me off. And then they just make these claims with no actual basis. If he had said like the 2000 such and such report from here said this, I'd be like, okay, well, you got me. You did it. But it's like if you just say this or like, oh, in general, this or Trump's a bad person or the world hates Trump. It's like nationally, as like his approval is fine. In terms of like working with Russia, our relationship wasn't good with like our relationship with Russia wasn't good under the Obama administration because Russian people are actually racist. But yeah. Anyway, dude, I think I've overstayed my welcome. I think I'm gonna head out.
Dude.
I'm just really uncomfortable now.
With
To be
what?
honest, I just like I lost my head and I feel like I got a little humiliated because I just got so viscerally angry about an issue that I'm very passionate about, and it's like very annoying. You know?
I really
That's what
want
I
Mike
meant
B. I really just want Mike B to talk dirty to me, says Shelby.
Thank you, Shelby. I appreciate that.
Can you do that for her?
Get me on voice. I want to, dude. I don't want to hear your apology. It's just better if you just like leave it and it just glosses over and we try again another time.
You guys are schmucks. I didn't realize he was this passionate. I appreciate your passion and foresight bringing forth your thoughts, Michael B.
It's okay. You guys don't need to appreciate it. It's fine. I just wanted to explain because I feel like I was out of line. I just wanted to explain to people why I was that upset about that. That's what's important to me. I don't you know, don't feel like you need to give me respect for that, for like what I believe. I think that's just undue. I think what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to say sorry for getting aggravated in chat. Aggravated at people in chat because of I kind of let my head get a little crazy about this. But yeah, dude. Anyway, Michael, that's how long have we been going, by the way? 93 minutes? God damn it. There's 93 minutes of me talking politics on the internet now, so now I'm not safe at all. I'm just dead. I might as well just give up. Might as well throw in the old degree towel and just die off. Because if the administration sees this, they're gonna be like, "You gotta go. You gotta go." So.
I mean, there are a couple conservative professors at USC.
Yeah, like 3 of them.
There were some in that.
But the thing is like my thoughts like 3 years ago weren't conservative. They're not that conservative of thoughts. I'm saying we should protect free speech and we should be careful about who we try to censor and who we label as a racist. Because it undervalues it undervalues the name of the term. If you call everybody a Nazi and call everybody a racist who disagrees with you, then it's hard to find out who the actual racist people are, and they can go commit hate crimes against Jewish people. Dude. All right, you want to see something funny?
Yeah.
That'll actually cheer me up? Yeah. Okay, hold on. Here it comes.
Dude, you do have to go after that. That's
Yeah, dude,
so
see,
messed
I'm
up.
actually racist. That was the racist okay sign. I'm actually a racist person. I got you. I fooled all of you. I fooled every single one. All right, let me actually look up something that's going to... Wait, hold on. Look at these stock images of these okay signs, by the way. Check these out. Look at this.
Alamy.
Boom.
Stock. iStock.
Oh,
Dude,
wow.
What is that one?
I don't even know, dude. This guy's got 2 okay signs up. Seems really excited.
Dude, they're making that guy do all the goofy ones.
Yeah.
And that was a goofy one.
Look at this one.
That's an awesome
This
one.
one. Well, this guy just looks really sad.
Dude, he is not okay. He's
Yeah,
lying.
he's hiding it. He's like me right now. He's trying to hide it.
He's like, it's good.
Yeah, here's a fat chef. Oh, he's doing another goofy one. He's got an apron on. And here's the same guy who was sad from earlier, but he looks less sad. Here's just a dude cheesing. That's like a construction worker. There's a lot of like Saudi ones. Dude, this guy looks like he has to shit.
Yeah, he does. Like he just
Like-
they made him take a couple more photos after he was sad,
Yeah.
and then
And dude, look at this one.
he's so done. They keep putting him in different outfits, and he's so
Yeah,
done with the
dude,
shoot.
He's so done, dude. He is not okay. What do you mean? If a doctor is giving you that okay symbol, you are not okay.
Yeah, surgery didn't go as planned.
You are okay enough to be covered by your insurance and go home. That's how okay you are.
Or
That-
you're okay
yeah.
enough to you're gonna get a visit from some of your favorite celebrities, but your surgery didn't go the way they planned it to go.
Yeah, you're gonna visit Spider-Man. Spider-Man's gonna visit you. Here's one where it's like not so sure. So you can do like an adjacent.
We got
Yeah.
one of your kidneys out, but the other one was stuck in there.
Yeah, and then this one is just like, I don't know, dude. He's still putting his hand up, dude. This just has to be a guy who is taking stock photos of himself in different outfits. 2 thumbs up. This one, okay. All right, that's a mugshot, dude.
That one's not very good.
That's a mugshot, bro. That's a
don't
guy who's like, I'm
particularly-
okay with murders I committed.
That guy looks like Dirty Dom.
Yeah. Like Dom Droulet?
No, it's like a dude on the internet.
Okay. Here's one.
Is that Donald Trump?
Yeah, dude, that's Donald Trump.
That looks like Donald Trump.
And that's Goldman Sachs. And that's the Lehman brother, one of the Lehman brothers. That's the other Lehman brother. And here's the third one.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah. Here's this is Nancy Pelosi. What else? There's a chef. How many pizza boxes have you seen with like that on there?
None.
Really?
Oh, I don't
Dude,
know.
if you-
Maybe I saw a bunch and I don't remember.
Yeah. The chef with the wink, bro. I've seen that literally everywhere. Here's a yeehaw. That's a good one.
You know,
Uh-oh, this one's kind of naughty.
you-
Uh-oh.
Go up to the yeehaw one again.
Yeah.
You know what he looks like?
What?
He looks like they have his kid hanging from a rope, and they're about to kick the stool out from under him if he doesn't get this picture, and he's looking at his kid and he's like doing the thing and he's crying. You know what I mean? But he has to smile, and he sees his whole life, everything he loves, is hanging in the balance right now, and they're making him take this picture. That's what I think this looks like.
Dude, I think what this looks like is it looks like they're hanging like a criminal, like the guy who like they arrested the, like it's Texas or like Florida, so they arrested the guy for adultery, you know, and this guy's the husband that got cheated on, and they're like, you want us to hang him? And he's like, yep. That's what I think. That's what I think that one looks like. This one just looks like, okay, I am moving.
I gotta get back to my ballet class.
Yep. Okay, I hear you. Yes, this is a good color of orange. I love me spaghetti and meatballs. They're okay dokay. How's chat doing now? Chat popping off?
Homo here. Alex is on David's Dobrik's vlog. No homo. JK, love you, Poppy. What's up, brother, Poppy? What do you do when a mod is being offensive?
Dude, if you take offense to anything that anybody says, just shut up. Shut up right now. There's no such thing.
I have to say that I really agree, actually, with what Chad said. Even if this was offensive, his comment at 10:06, which I'm not legally allowed to repeat, but...
What did he
you just have to go up and read it.
Alright, let me see.
I think politics are...
Yeah, we should never make a vow after this one to never do them again. I'm just gonna drop all. No more politics ever. Not doing politics. You talk to me about shitting it in my mouth. You describe that in vivid detail, and I would.
Okay.
Okay.
So I poop and go in your mouth hole.
Haha. But Chad, who is that in relation to? Is that? I hope that's not towards me. I don't want to be a bum ass, but no. If I am, it's just what I am, you know. Okay.
See you, Toby.
See you, Toby. 2 girls, 1 cup. Bye. Man. Well, I'm sad. I'm sad, dude. I was a lot happier before I started this. I'll be honest this time. I was in a way better mood before I started this, and we just were shooting shit. I just have to grow up and just never talk politics on the internet again. It's a waste of time. Everybody's already stuck in their own ways, and we're all just gonna fight a third world war anyway. Might as well just, you know,
save up your energy and your rations for that.
For the war, big war that's coming.
Yeah.
Wow. Yo, you should call this one Depressing Hangout with Mike Bukursky. Like, really depressing hangout.
I might put something political in the title. Give people a taste.
That'd be like, morally superior leftist destroys alt-right man on live stream.
Tis about... You know what you should do? You should take these clips. You should download this live stream. And you should edit it in such a way to make yourself look really bad. And post it under like a different YouTube account and try and get to blow up. And then be like, look, I found a hole in the system. That'd be funny.
I think I'm just gonna delete my YouTube channel and just never do a hangout with you again.
Wouldn't be the first time you've said that.
Nah, dude, I'm pretty serious about it now. I don't even have.
Shut up, dude.
I'm just gonna start over. I might just start another YouTube channel and just not associate with you with it at this point.
Oh my god, guys, I'm really, really, really hyper tonight. The only way to do that is by discussion. 'Tis about coming up with the solution. It's not about fighting.
Yeah, well, we didn't come up with any solutions right then and there, man. My solution was to offer a platform where creatives could have creative freedom, man. I'm not trying to fucking give racists a platform, you dicks.
Yeah, I think the N-word tube is going to be a great place where lots of people can express diverse opinions.
Alright, just sit here. I'm gonna go grab a drink of water.
You still have to do messenger calls.
It's over! It's over!
Mike B did the same thing. We didn't give my. What was your solution? Mike B and I had a similar conversation at the very beginning of this year, and afterwards he was like, "Dude, that hangout sucked," because he just talked about politics the whole time. So it only took 5 months for us to repeat the cycle, and that'll probably last till at least close to the end of the year. I've always had a thing for Zame. Anyway, I'm done. Yeah, I was just challenging his idea. Yeah, I didn't think there was anything.
Let me unmute Mike so they can hear me. They didn't hear my little. Did you hear me yelling at all, or?
Yeah, I did.
Oh no! Damn it! Fuck.
I told them that this was a similar hangout to one that we did at the very beginning of the year in January. Do you remember that?
Yeah, where the one where I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna do something crazy."
No, not
And
that.
I remember all of your names. If you guys think I'm such a heartless conservative, how come I have this? You can't spell truth without Ruth mug.
Who is that?
Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She's a person who's sitting. She's like a Democratic Supreme Court leader, and she's sitting there literally until she refuses to retire because she doesn't want to give Trump another Supreme Court nomination, and I don't think he deserves one. So,
Mike B's personality is attractive. Lol.
I don't know, dude. I think I'm a loser. If you knew me in real life, you'd be like, this guy's just a politics talking fucking gaming loser who has no prospects for the future. He has no actual friends.
Well,
around.
I have prospects because I just came up with an invention, and I want to show it to you guys. It's
By
called.
the way, this is split 50-50 with
the
with
Shavitron
whiskey.
6000.
Whoa, that seems super dangerous.
It's very safe. You can be used by children, adults, cats,
Thank you.
frogs, lemurs,
Dude,
anything in
I would
between.
I wouldn't put that anywhere near a child.
So what you do is open up one of your eyes as wide as you can, and then
Dude,
you just
stop! You're freaking me out.
What do you do? It's free LASIK. It's the easiest,
Dude.
simplest solution.
Michael, you're freaking me the fuck out.
I
Right
need
now.
to get my
Stop.
context out somehow. I just need to get in there and just. So
Dude,
yeah, if you
probably
guys,
go set up a smoke, dude. I'm out, dude. See you, man. See you, bro. Peace. I'll see you guys later. It's been a lot of fun.
dude, what? Sometimes I don't even know when you're joking, dude. You actually almost left like 5 times already. How do I know when you actually are kidding?
I'm like, really? I want to go. Look at my veins popping out my forehead right here, dude. I want to fucking leave. I want to get out.
Dude, I had this conversation with this girl one time, and there were like 3 times during the phone call where she was like, "That's it, I'm done," and I was gonna hang up, and I was like, "What are you
never
doing?"
mean that shit, bro. You want to hear my thing about women? Women? Sorry for all the women in the chat. This is about to get really bad. This is about to get really bad. By the way, I just want everybody to know that I am consuming alcohol now. Just a little bit. It's a small amount of whiskey, and I split it with water so that I can sip it. But I am no longer liable for my speech. There you go. That's how you fix it. That's how you fix a problem. YouTubers go, "I'm not liable for my speech," and then they put whatever they want up there. But so, yeah. So women are the most rational and intelligent creatures on the planet until they get good dick, and then they just turn into these like completely irrational beings, you know? They're like, this guy's a murderer, he's a drug dealer, he's a psychopath, but I love him, you know? And like girls will, like if you're shitty to a girl or your girlfriend, like when you were younger, you know, and they do this stuff where it's like, I'm gonna break up with you, I'm gonna leave you.
Beep.
No way.
Beep.
It's never gonna happen.
Beep.
What is-
you
are you
have to look at the YouTube thing to see what I just did.
Oh, all right. Well, Asian dude. Every man who knows how to pleasure a woman knows that you got to respect them. You know, like in real life, and not objectify them. But in the sheets, man, some of them want to be objectified. You know, once you get a girlfriend, your view will change. I've had several. Look at me.
But we do use our bodies to get what we want sometimes.
Oh,
Everyone,
absolutely.
athletes' careers. Shut up, chat. What did Chat say?
Chad's not
Just to
wrong,
get
but
money.
he's also like not right.
Lol,
I'm
not
saying that.
wrong. So if you've only dealt, so you've only ever deal with rational women then. Women lie about false accusations.
I've had
Billie
some
Jean
pretty-
said we drove him
I
to the
don't-
bottle. That's so funny.
What did you say?
Billie Jean said we drove him to the bottle. That's
To the
messed
bottle?
up.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, and now I'm never coming off the lamb, dude. I'm just gonna be there forever. I'm gonna drink myself to an early grave tonight because of what happened.
So Ethan, last 2 nights ago, he drank and he started spitting blood while he was drinking. He got drunk, started spitting blood, and
Holy
then
shit.
and then he threw up the next day. Or he threw up that night, and the next day he was having like sharp stomach pains.
Holy shit! Wow, really?
Yeah,
Did he have a hernia?
dude, I don't know. That's one of the things
Diabetes?
that it might be AIDS.
Diabetes.
No, that's mine. He doesn't get that.
Okay. Is he gay?
Lol, I'm kidding. It's Billie Jean from Texas. I bet he
Um,
has an ulcer. That's what I thought. I think that most people think it's an ulcer at this point, but we'll see how it
Yeah.
develops.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, but yeah, no, girls, like some girls, you know, they like to be choked, have their tushy slapped. You know, sometimes they want to be treated like an object, but you know, you can't treat them like an object always. You can't treat them like an object
Dude.
until they're like, slap me in the ass, and then you're like, okay, I'll do this, but shh, because it's just no.
Dude, that was a huge. I was worried about the political discussion earlier, but that was a huge
that's a
bounce
huge
back.
Yeah.
Same with
What-
some gay men, says Josh.
Some gay men. Is Joshua gay?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm leaving. I'm seeing you. I'm kidding. Dude, I have one of the best people I know in my life is my gay professor, Evan Hughes. He's carried me through some stuff. Gay people are awesome.
Good dick does bad things to woman brains. Woman brains.
That is true.
I
That is
want
true,
woman
man.
brain.
Good dick. Good dick can make a gay man gay. I don't know. I was gonna say make a straight guy gay, but then I started with gay man. But dude, there's some good. I was watching Pornhub the other day,
Can make
and
a gay
there's
man
some
gay.
dicks on Pornhub, man. And you're like, damn, it's a big dick,
Yeah,
you know.
that's what I've thought every porn video I've watched.
And then you go, man, I really wish I had over 2.5 inches of dick.
Well, I used to have that problem, and then I clicked on one of these banners one time, and now it's 14 inches.
No way, dude.
Yeah.
How many weeks did it take?
Well, it took one day, and I can tell you for a fact, every single one of those hot MILFs in my location really enjoyed it, and they were excited.
Really?
About it. Yeah, they really
Dude.
liked it.
I've heard that there's some wives who like have dead husbands and they want to get fucked, but I haven't really looked into that one
All right,
yet.
do you want to
but-
hear something messed up about dead wives?
What? Dead wives or dead husbands?
Dead husbands.
What about
or
it?
or like fake death things. Like there's this recurring Craigslist scam that I've encountered twice trying to buy items where
What kind of dead people items?
one of them was a
I gotta-
motorcycle and the other one maybe was some other kind of vehicle, and it's like they'll have a pretty good price, let's admit it looks great in the picture, and you start talking to them and they're like, yeah, I'm selling it quickly because my husband was a veteran and he died, and they give you like this perfect sob story where you're like, oh wow, that's like incredible, I'm
Like
happy
he
to
died
buy
in
this.
combat,
Yeah,
so it's
something
like
like that.
false
Just
valor
like
kind of stuff?
the most like if they could paint the perfect death to make it look like you should buy this item from this poor widow, and
Right.
then it's just like a scam, and they want you to use this eBay purchasing thing, and
Dude,
it's all fake.
I
And it's
don't
so
trust
messed
any of
up.
that shit. Whenever I went to buy, like, whenever I buy shit online, if it's not from a verified seller or somebody who has a good rating on eBay, I won't buy it. I've noticed too that okay, all right, let's stop talking about the Me Too movement. Let's move on to we're talking about something very important here that you could probably actually use in your real life, which is Craigslist scams. How frequent are they?
I've,
Pretty frequent.
I mean,
If
I've been
you
on
have to
Craigslist a
spend
lot.
money to like through PayPal for a Craigslist sale, don't fucking do it.
Yeah.
Because people on Craigslist, they want you to show up with cash. They're selling it, they want
Yeah.
cash, like, or they're trying to do a service. Like, if somebody tells you to send them unverified money over the internet, don't fucking do it.
It's
'cause they
not
will
that
take
it's
your
hard
money.
to tell that it's a scam, but it's like it's just so messed up that like the techniques that are used. It's really
It's so
sad.
messed up. Yeah, it's crazy because they falsify this terrible lie about false valor and widow becoming a widow, and like I could only imagine how sad it must be to be yes, and that's why I'm talking about that right now, because I think it's important, and I think everybody needs to listen to exactly what I'm saying right now, because if you're not, you're probably stupid and you should shut up.
Dude, it's so funny how similar your jokes are to what you were actually saying in this earlier political debate. Because your jokes are very poignant and hilarious, but then it seems like your ability to get triggered almost takes you to being where you are the thing that you are making fun of at this point. You know what
I
I mean?
know, and I hate it. I got it. It's like when I get serious about politics, it's like all of the stuff, because you have to understand, right? Like, and I say this all the time. Like, my parents had a very argumentative divorce, and how I like dealt with a lot of that like language issue was I settled it in debate. Like, I went to debate competitions. I debated very heavily. I was nationally ranked. I was in DECA. I was in Model UN. I was in like a whole bunch of different debate leagues. And so for me, like, I think it just brings a lot of that back. And when I say shut up, I feel like I'm not trying to say shut up because I'm offended by what the person's saying. I'm saying shut up because I want to stop. I want it to stop the arguing. One, and then two, I also think that a lot of people just, and this is probably just my ego coming in, but I don't think a lot of people are as well read as I do, because a lot of the work that I do in school is centered around these issues, and I'm studying it all the time. And I think that if you're trying to, because a lot of people in arguments, they don't try to make you they don't try to argue with your debate things. They try to make you look stupid and try to get you to get triggered and agitated. So a lot of the times I just tell people to be quiet if the debate seems to be going that way, where they're trying to say, like, put words in your mouth and piss you off. But yeah, I had a lot of like, I took the ACE test, which is a adverse childhood experience study, or test. And if you score a 6 on it, it's like really bad. But I ended up getting an 8. Like, I just have a lot of pent up shit that I guess I manifested in debate or competition or academics and academia, and being an intellectual. And I just get very passionate about that stuff very quickly, because it's defined me and it's gotten me to where I am today. And I'm somebody who kind of prides himself on the information that I'm saying and conveying being rock solid. For me, especially growing up with two parents who were always arguing all the time, it's really important what the truth is at a fundamental level. And I'm honestly trying to help people and come from a good place, but I just think that sometimes it surfaces and I don't know how to deal with it. I think it relates to my personality disorder as well, and that's just it. That's all I'm going to talk about that. I would like a cuddle. I haven't had a cuddle in a long time.
Me neither.
Not
How about
having a
that?
girlfriend really makes me realize, like I don't know why I broke up with my girlfriend. I don't know why I didn't just stick up with it. I would have had somebody to cuddle with. Now I'm kind of just like alone, not cuddled.
No, better to be alone than in bad company.
She was great company. I was just spoiled, I think. But I moved on already. Look at my mustache. Look at my support for Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Wait, Shelby said, "I'll cuddle, but don't touch me." Shelby, you have watched a video on his channel where he talks about the left. Thanks for opening up and being vulnerable. Shows strength and character. Lamau, I like cuddling for a short amount of time. My dog will cuddle with you, dude, if you want. You can ship him out there. But you have to treat him very well. You ship him out in dry ice?
I'm gonna grab your dog by the pussy, and I'm gonna slap his ass.
That's gonna be
in
hard
public.
for you. That's gonna be really hard for you to do.
Like, what's up, sweetheart?
You're gonna have to get my dog a gender surgery first, and then
Throw a $20 at him and be like, "Go get yourself something nice."
he would go. My dog whines all the time, dude.
Get out the door already. Yeah. He whines all the time. You got a whiner.
Yeah, yeah. Anytime I leave, I could leave the room right now, and within 10 seconds, you would hear him go. It's so
You do
sad.
that really well.
I can't do it as well as my dog does it.
How do you how often do you
I've-
take him out for walks and shit?
Very often. The thing I got him like 3 days ago, and he has basically not left my side literally since I got him because
Really?
he has such bad separation anxiety. Because he
Did
got
you rescue?
what's up?
Did you rescue?
No, he was born into a family of dogs and 2 owners, and then all of his life was uprooted in one day. He had a very stable life, nothing ever changed in it, and all of it was uprooted in one day. And his owner left him with me. His owner's Toby. Toby gave me the dog.
Toby Kenobi?
Yep, Toby-Wan Kenobi. And
Obi-Wan Kenobi?
he was a great owner for Harley.
Fucking monster.
But he couldn't take care of him because this dog was quarreling with the other alpha dog of the pack. And
Why didn't you let them settle it? That's what nature intended.
Because the alpha was the dad, and Toby's husband really likes the dad.
What better way to claim dominance than to destroy your father? That's how I beat my father. I destroyed him in pure combat and got his mustache.
But basically, when I go to the bathroom, when I shower, he pokes his head and he goes, and I have to like let him see me through the. I have to move the shower curtain so he can stare at me, and he just like has his head in the shower and he's looking at me like.
We gotta have a serious conversation now.
Yeah.
Did you show your dog your penis?
Well, he saw it during the peanut butter thing that I was telling you about, obviously, but.
So yeah, I gotta call the cops. I'll be right back.
No. Yeah, it. You know what? It is weird actually to, like, because the dog follows me. Like, I pee outside and stuff, and it will watch me like go to the bathroom, and it's weird to think about like being naked. And, like, does an animal understand that
Well,
I'm
the
naked?
dog's always naked, so he's like,
sure, but,
I
like-
understand why you guys got all this bullshit on him already. Like, you know, that's why I look at it. I one time I had sex, like, so I had Baxter. It was Baxter.
You had sex with Baxter?
So Cannon told me to watch Baxter and like watch him in my apartment.
Yeah.
And the woman I was dating was out of town, and I had hit up one of my side bitches, or my side hoes, and this was at a time where I was a very different Mike. That's for sure.
Just like
Back when they started calling me Crazy Mike. They were like, this guy's a serial killer. This guy's gonna murder everybody here. But, hey, come drink with us, you know. So I had invited her over, and we did it in the living room of my 6-man apartment when nobody was there. And then we went into the bed, and Baxter was. I was taking great care of Baxter, but I was like, Baxter, I'm gonna do this, you know. And so Baxter was on the bed, and I invited her up to the bed, and I fucked her with the pussy with my dick, and Baxter was like 5 inches away from me, just like looking at me the entire time. And I was like, man, that's funny. That's an experience that Baxter and I have, but Cannon doesn't know about. But now he does if he watches it.
should I send that clip to Cannon?
Sure. But I just wish that I didn't word that so weirdly. I said fuck her in the pussy with my dick. I thought it was going to be funnier than it was, and it wasn't funny at all. It was the weirdest thing I ever said, and it was so... I stumbled on it. Like, the delivery
Dude,
was
you know
shit.
what? No, don't worry about it. You might be able to recover this if you just say one magic word.
I think I know what you're talking about. Dude, there's going to be a day where I'll be able to say it one time. Dude, all I need is one black guy to give me a pass. Just one time. And then let me say it, and then it'll all be fine.
And then racism is done.
Racism is, you have a guy who's 7 different nationalities just said the N-word with a black guy next to him. I think that ends racism for the world. I don't know. You should say it right now, though. As a white guy, it would sound really good coming from you. You know?
You think it would sound good?
coming from you.
'Cause
Like
my
I think it would
voice?
sound like. Yeah, and you got a good voice for it.
All right. Let me just psych myself up a little bit.
You won't.
Nomenclature.
Dude.
It feels good.
I-
I'm glad I said
dude,
it. I
that
feel
was
way
really fucked
better.
up. I gotta go, dude.
Yo, dude, you told me to say it.
No, dude. I gotta unaffiliate with you. I don't know.
Speaking of affiliates, I was checking my Twitch status, and since
Are you Twitch affiliated now?
I think I might become an affiliate like in not too long.
Dude, fucking shit, dude. I have 59 subscribers. You know, I'm over here working my ass off. I got this dickhead over here who gets a free fucking dog and a house and has 400 subscribers. And I'm sitting here bitching about Steven Crowder and drinking myself to death, god damn it. And I can't even, I keep losing Instagram followers. People have said, you know, if you keep posting those videos, people are going to think you're weird.
Who said that? Who said that?
I don't know. Everybody I talk to. Like,
Yeah, you talk to the
Dude,
wrong
people
people,
are-
man.
people are supportive of the videos, but they're not, like, actually supportive. Is what I-
No, 100%. They're like,
Oh,
I
yeah,
support
dude.
you as a person, but I don't like what you're doing.
Keep making content. Like, you gonna watch it? Just keep making it. Like, fuck you, man.
I like the
Go-
video that you made one time.
Yeah, that I saw 3 years ago. Did you make anything else? Yeah, I try to do it every day. Oh, dude, just keep making content. We'll get there. Fuck you. You don't even understand. Like,
Yeah, Josh, I'm going to echo, he needs to detox in Texas. Everyone needs to detox in Texas.
I'm
That's
not
why-
really drinking it. I mean, the first drink. I mean,
That's why it's called detoxis.
Texas. Yeah.
Yeah,
I need to get out in the dating game, but nobody wants to date a stupid Republican like me.
dude, Bukursky, dating is for when you're ready to settle down.
I want to settle down. I'm ready to
Dude.
settle down. I'm looking at an apartment. I'm looking for a wife, strong leg, preferably red hair.
You need to move out to Texas and fulfill your destiny.
She has to beat me in a debate,
And lacrosse.
and then she can wet me.
And one-on-one pinned arm wrestling.
She has to beat me in sexual combat amongst the mountaintops.
He
Come to
needs
Texas. It's cheaper to live. Yeah, I know, but I got a fucking year of college left.
Naomi, honey might come down. Honey might come down early July. Stay tuned. Come to Texas. It is cheaper to live here, man. One of these days,
Yeah,
you're just going to have to
rent-
drop out and come out here and give up on your hopes and dreams of crushing all your hopes and dreams by doing what you're doing now.
I never thought getting a college degree would crush my hopes and dreams.
The way it has.
The way it has. Man, I regret a lot of shit about college, honestly.
Name 5 things.
Well, I wish I had more friends.
In
I wish I
college?
didn't lose so many friends.
Dude,
I mean,
wait.
I have a lot of friends.
You had 130 really good, close, lifelong friends.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a joke.
Out of 10,000 people, I had a small handful of 130 lifelong friends.
No, you.
Yeah, no, I don't know, man. There's some things I regret. I wish I.
The reason
wish I-
Michael wouldn't transfer to A&M is because he wants the
I'm in-
USC degree. It's
I'm also in the best program for what I want to do in the free world, so I don't really have a choice.
Not
And I've
this-
already spent almost $250,000. I might as well
yeah.
finish it out. All right, Michael. Hey, man. Look, I got to be honest with you. I got to come clean. You know, I can't be doing these things with you anymore. And you're bad business. I'm trying to run a YouTube channel.
Dude.
Maybe you don't understand. that.
Sometimes, guys, chat. Sometimes Michael. One time this year, and one time when we were making the original Amanda Rome West thing that he was talking about, Michael actually texted me and said, "I don't think that the Amanda Rome West one. was a whole different story. But
interim was I was worried about because I think like my administration tripped me out. I was worried about us throwing a woman into a trash can the most. I thought that was a bad idea and that my face was attached to it. But then I was like, you know what? I just shaved my head and like assaulted like a picture frame with a bat. Like, and I definitely broke several health and safety code violations. You know, I think it'll be okay, and it was okay. But this one, you know, I can't get a job after doing these with you. You know that, right?
Yeah, well, that's everyone's. You know, I am a plague, a walking plague of joblessness. So, if you touch me, your prospects will diminish.
So I have to find a way to monetize you and us together, or I'm just gonna be broke and homeless.
Michael is announcing a merch collab. We're going to be selling bandanas and banana bandana with Steven Crowder on them.
And mugs for mug
Michael
club.
Michael is starting his own mug club, Free Speech Mug Club with Michael Bukursky. Get a mug that says the N word on it.
Yeah, I'm selling bandanas and mugs that say the N word. Only $19.99. Better get them while they're hot. I should actually do that. I mean, right? Like, not the actual N word, but like just have it say the N word on it. Like N, you know, never mind. It's a dumb joke. But I need to make money or I'm going to